Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's YunKs. Today, I'll be showing you guys the sealed Ahamkara Grasps. These are exotic gauntlets for the hunter, and these work with every subclass, guys. Anyway, let's quickly go over the perks. Now, the main perk right here, Nightmare Fuel, gain an additional melee charge. So this is like the insurmountable skull for the Titan, and the claws of Ahamkara for the Warlock. But this is for the hunter, guys. You get your second melee charge right here, and you also get melee damage, has a chance to automatically reload your primary weapon. All right, very, very unique perk right there. Now, I also have Discipline and Strength on mine. And remember, guys, all these perks right here could switch up for everybody. I got Switchblade, decreased melee attack cooldown time, Impact Induction, Sidearm Loader, and Rocket Launcher Loader, which will increase my reload speeds for those specific weapon types. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at the aesthetics. Alright, these look pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. I kind of think they look weird when you're in first-person mode, because it looks like you have like long nails. I don't know, it's weird, guys. Anyway, let's quickly go over the subclasses. Now, by far, I think this is the most effective way to run these gauntlets, with a Night Stalker with Envenom Grenades and Lockdown, especially in the Crucible, guys. Just 2 Envenom Grenades with Lockdown. Absolutely amazing combo with the grasps, guys. Absolutely amazing. Very, very effective. Now, you could also run this with a Blade Dancer, of course, with Backstab, Escape Artist, or Fast Twitch. But I don't really know many people who run these gauntlets with a Blade Dancer, and you could also run this with a Gunslinger, but you already have Gambler's Dagger. And no, they do not stack. You cannot have 3 throwing knives at the same time. That would be ridiculous. So if you wanted to run Over the Horizon or Chain of Woe while still having 2 throwing knives, this would be the way to do it with the sealed Ahamkara Grasp. But personally, I will just keep Gambler's Dagger on and use a different exotic armor for my Gunslinger. That's just my personal opinion, guys. Anyway, let's get right into the gameplay. So I'm going to be honest, guys, all my footage is using a Night Stalker with the Envenom Grenades and Lockdown like I showed you guys earlier. I just feel like it is by far the most effective way to use these gauntlets, and that is what these gauntlets are meant for. That's just how I feel. Now, these 2 Envenom Grenades are absolutely handy when it comes to control points, when it comes to Trials of Osiris, when it comes to any competitive type play with a zone or an objective. For example, when you put somebody down in Trials, go ahead and throw an Envenom Grenade on their body when you feel like the enemies are about to rush to revive them. These Envenom Grenades will keep the enemies off their body, and if they do decide to go on the body, they will be slowed down by the Envenom, and their vision will be blurred as well. And go ahead and throw a regular grenade, whether it's a Void Wall, Vortex, or whatever you're running. Go ahead and throw a normal grenade on top of that Envenom Grenade so the enemies cannot get out from the Envenom. It'll slow them down completely while your main grenade does most of your damage. It is just a very deadly and effective combo, especially in the Crucible, guys. Now, if you want to run invisibility grenades, of course, do so. I will once in a while run these gauntlets with invisibility grenades in PvE, but when it comes to PvP, this is how I do it. Now, of course, I recommend running 100% strength while running these gauntlets, and I also recommend a Monte Carlo if you want to get the full most potential out of these gauntlets, of course, while running 100% strength. I guarantee you're going to get your melee grenade back very, very quickly, guys, whether it's PvP or PvE, but especially in PvE. Now, the true question here, guys, do I prefer the sealed Ahamkara Grasp over the Graviton Forfeit for my Night Stalker in the Crucible? Of course, with Graviton Forfeit, I will be able to choose Keen Scout while still being able to Shade Step. And with sealed Ahamkara Grasp, I have to pick one or the other, Shade Step or Keen Scout, and I would choose Shade Step because I feel like that is absolutely essential to a Night Stalker build. And then I'll get the double Envenom Grenades. So am I picking double Envenom Grenades or Keen Scout? That is the real question, and honestly, after using the sealed Ahamkara Grasp, I realized how important these can be to a Crucible team. When you are a Night Stalker, you are more of a supportive role, and you are absolutely supporting the team by throwing down Envenom Grenades whenever you get the chance. As long as you place these grenades right, they could do a ton of work and be very effective to you and your team, and the answer is yes. Anyway, guys, leave in the comments and let me know, do you have the sealed Ahamkara Grasps? And if you have them, what do you think of them? Do you run them like I run them with the Night Stalker, Envenom Grenades, and Lockdown? Or do you run them a different way? Let me know, guys. Overall, I do think these are very solid exotic gauntlets for your Night Stalker hunter. Anyway, that's really it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video and sub for the support. I'd highly appreciate it.